Hey y'all, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're a returning viewer. I'm Maisie, and this is Maisie with a Z, and today we are going to quite belatedly be talking about my February TBR. It is currently February 8th as I'm filming this. I meant to have this posted on February 1st. That obviously didn't happen. I'm a college student and I go to a school that's on the quarter system, so I've been having midterms for the past 2 weeks and did not have time to film. So it's okay, we're doing it now and everything's going to be fine. I don't know, it's just been a chaotic 2 weeks. I had one of my midterms get rescheduled, so it's now in the middle of all my other midterms, so I had all my midterms within the span of like 1 week, and I got a cold in the middle of that. It wasn't fun. And as a result of that, it's February 8th, and I have read 0 of the 10 books on my February TBR. But it's fine, because it's only the shortest month of the year. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the TBR. So the first 3 books on this are more of a like romancy-ish, fun February vibes. That was definitely coherent. Where, because I'm making every effort to read majority off of my physical TBR, I don't have that many like straight up romance books on my physical TBR because I tend to read them pretty quickly because they're very quick reads. There wasn't much to draw on. But I do have 2 fantasy romance books and 1 contemporary. So first up is A Marvelous Light by Freya Marske. I assume that's how it's pronounced. I mostly picked this up because the second book is sapphic. This is queer historical romance. It seems super fun. And it's following our main character Robin, who gets mistakenly placed as a liaison between the like magical society and normal society when he had previously not known there was a magical society. He and his magical counterpart end up having to like solve this mystery together, and it's a romance, and I don't know, I'm always here for queer fantasy, so like I'm sure it's going to be a good time. I've read the first, I'm 40 pages in. I'm really enjoying it so far. The magic system seems super fun, and I'm really excited to see where that goes. And yeah, I just think it's going to be a good time, and I'm especially excited to get to read the second book when I'm done with it. And then we've got another queer fantasy romance, which is The Ruthless Lady's Guide to Wizardry. I've owned this for a weirdly long amount of time without reading it, considering like how interested I am in the premise. But this is basically following our main character, who's a con artist, who ends up getting tapped to form this like team of like unusual women who are all tasked with protecting this one woman from assassins. She ends up developing a romance with one of her other people on the team, and then there's a mystery and it gets dangerous. I don't really know. It sounds super fun. It sounds very much up my alley, and I'm sure I'm going to really enjoy it. Like, these 2 books are so very much up my alley in tone and vibes and setting, and I don't know, I'm really looking forward to it. And then in a very big change of pace, we have The Lost Ticket by Freya Sampson, and this is following our main character Libby, who moves to London, and she meets this old man who's been riding the same bus every day for 60 years, trying to reconnect with this girl who he had like developed feelings for, and they made plans to go on a date, and then through like a twist of circumstances it ended up falling through, and then they just like lost track of each other. And then our main character like is always like, we have to try and find her. And it's kind of about that, and it sounds super fun. I don't know, it sounds like a really like good book about love and community, and it seems like a really good read for February. I'm hoping it's going to be in a kind of similar vein thematically to like Ian Iverson's Guide to Commuting and Frederick Bachman and such. I don't know if it will be, but I'm really hoping it's that kind of like community energy. I don't know, but it'll at least be a fun time, even if it's like not as amazing as I'm hoping it'll be. I don't know. I've heard good things about it, so it'll hopefully be good. And I think it's a very good change of pace from the rest of the books on this TBR, as you'll see when we get further into it. So next up we have The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern, and I read The Night Circus in 2021, I think. And I think I'm gonna like this a lot more than I like The Night Circus. Like, I thought The Night Circus was fine. Like, I'm not wholly certain what world this is in, but I know it has some sort of magical library book thing, and it's about other worlds. Like, it sounds extremely good. I've heard nothing but good things. I'm really excited to read it. I'm hoping it's going to be a good standalone fantasy time. Mostly I'm just hoping I like it more than The Night Circus, because I found The Night Circus pretty underwhelming compared to what I was led to expect of it. So I'm hoping this is better. And it's just so beautiful. Like, look at this. It's just an absolutely stunning book. And then we have a book that was also on my January TBR, and I did not end up finishing it, and that is House of Earth and Blood. I had both this and the second Crescent City book on my January TBR, and I got 93 pages through Crescent City, so my goal is at least to finish this month. If I could also finish the second book, that would be great, but I want to at least finish House of Earth and Blood. My pre-order of the third book came in a couple days ago, so I need to read this. I mean, like, I'm really enjoying it so far. I don't know. It's so heavy. Yeah, I am really enjoying it so far, a lot more than I was kind of expecting to, where I haven't read a lot of urban fantasy, but I'm really enjoying this setting so far. Like, I think it's probably Sarah J Maas's most interesting world to date. I mean, character-wise, I do not see myself loving this as much as I love Throne of Glass or even ACOTAR, but it's really fun, and it's a really good change of pace for the rest of her series. And I'm enjoying it. And hopefully I finish it this month. And then last up in my kind of normal TBR is Winterkeep by Kristin Cashore. And I read Bitter Blue, I want to say in October, but it might have been, I think it was November actually. I think I read Bitter Blue in November and absolutely loved it. I read Graceling and Fire in like 2020, 2021-ish, I think. And I really love Kristin Cashore's world building and approach to YA fantasy. Her books are always so fun. Or fun's not the right word. They're very heartbreaking and tragic, and they deal with a lot of very heavy topics. But I just absolutely love the Graceling world she's created, and I'm really excited. I know that Bitter Blue is the main character again in this book, which is exciting because I adore her. I'm just really excited to see where this goes. Kristin Cashore has never disappointed me, and I think this is going to have more action than Bitter Blue, which is good. I'm excited to see Bitter Blue get to actually do something, where the first book she was very constrained by her position as the queen of a kingdom that is very much recovering from trauma, and Bitter Blue is a very slow mental health and trauma driven book, and I think this is going to be more of a typical YA fantasy plot. Oh no, I'm excited. I'm hoping it's going to be good. I don't own Sea Sparrow yet, so this will probably be my last Graceling Run book for a while. That's not true. I will find a way to read Sea Sparrow. But it's so beautiful. The new covers for these books are always beautiful. Like, we have a fox down here. We've got this jellyfish on top. It's so beautiful. And then, as I said, that's my normal TBR. But I do have a reading vlog planned for later this month where I'm going to be reading early 2010s YA for a week. And so that includes 4 books that are on my physical TBR and have been on my physical TBR for a very long time. And I'm hoping it will kind of encourage me to read them. So the first of those is Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. I know this is set in a very harsh empire, and I think our main character Laia is for some reason made to be a spy within this military academy. And it's also following her love interest, Elias, who's a soldier, and I don't know, it's about the injustice in the Empire, and it sounds like a very typical YA book in a way that, I usually really enjoy. I feel like I know what to expect from the plot of this book, and I'm not mad about it. I've heard nothing but good things about this series, and I think I'll probably really enjoy it. I truly don't know that much. And then we have Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor, and I really should know more about the plot of the series, given how long it has been so big in the kind of YA bookish space. But I did read Taylor's Strange the Dreamer and Muse of Nightmares back when they first came out, ages ago. And I did enjoy them. I think I might like them less if I reread them now, but I do remember enjoying them when I read it. And this, I know, is our main character is an art student, and she does these mysterious otherworldly errands and ends up meeting this guy who's the love interest. I think he has wings. I don't know. Generally what I picked up from reviews and such is the plot's not all there, but it's mainly a romance, which isn't always my favorite thing, and I don't know. I say this as someone who does really enjoy romantasy a lot. I would say of the books on this list, this is what I'm the most hesitant to say that I'll enjoy, because I don't know that I will. It'll be a time, and we'll see how it goes. I truly do not know how I feel about it. I know there are very mixed opinions on it. And then we've got The Wrath and the Dawn by Renée Ahdieh, and this is based on 1001 Nights, I think. It's following the Caliph of this land who every night takes a new girl as his bride, and in the morning she wakes up dead. Our main character is chosen as the bride, and she tells stories in order to ensure that she survives and doesn't die. And she ends up falling in love with him against her better judgment. I think very much against her better judgment, seeing as his wives keep ending up dead. I think I will either really enjoy this or not be able to get into the romance at all and hate it. Because I love some enemies to lovers. I don't love enemies to lovers when there's such a power imbalance and the enemy seems to be more of an actual villain than just an enemy. I don't know. Maybe he has a good reason for everyone dying. I don't know. I'll find out when I read it. And you'll find out my thoughts in my reading vlog. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, and then the last book I have planned for that vlog, which will probably be my lowest priority, is In the Afterlife by Alexandra Bracken, and this is the third book in the Darkest Minds trilogy, and I would never start reading the series if I weren't reading it with someone I used to be friends with. But I do own the books now, and I did start the series, and now I feel like I have to finish it, even though it's so not my energy. But they're pretty quick reads, so it'll be fine. So yes, this is the third book in a dystopian series that has it does not have the world building it needs, let's be honest. And we'll see how this goes. I don't know. I don't know if I'll get to this month or not, but I do need to read it at some point. And that's gonna be my fourth book for the vlog if I end up needing it. And yeah, those are all the books on my February TBR. I'm extremely nervous about the fact that it is more than a week into February and I've not read any of these. I mean, I'm 40 pages into A Marvelous Light and 90 pages into Crescent City. That's not much. It gives me 21 days to read 10 books, one of which is Crescent City. And, I'm still going to school amidst all that, so yeah, we'll see how it goes, but this is at least the plan. So yes, thanks so much for sticking around to the end. I really appreciate it. If you enjoy this video, please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. Thanks again for sticking around to the end, and yeah, I will see you later.